Who knew that cortisone would be the magic to allergies? I mean, just like that afternoon, man, all those symptoms went away. I am hooked on cortisone. Cortisone's where it's at, baby. Steroids. Steroids. I'm telling you what, man, I didn't know steroids could be so good. And I should be good for the next month or two. But man, shoot me up. Next time, I'm not going to deal with that anymore. As soon as I have a major allergy attack, I'm going to the doctor and give me a cortisone shot. I looked at the side effects, and I'll tell you what, man, side effects are nothing compared to going through an allergy attack. But man, cortisone's where it's at, baby. Who knew that would be a cure-all for all that ails you when it comes to allergies? Learn how to sell a new person on buying leads on today's Rising Tide with Mike Leventovich and Chris Hill at 2 p.m. That's going to be a good one. That's pretty easy. If you want to make sales and you don't want to hit up your family and friends for sales and get referrals from them, you don't want to join breakfast club networking groups, then buy leads. It's as simple as that. By the way, I had someone ask me, so this is worthy advice. Someone asked me, Alex, I've been solicited to join BNI. You guys know who BNI is? It's something Network International. And what they do is they sponsor these breakfast meetings once a week, and they try to get somebody from every different industry on there. So they got a guy, they have the insurance guy, right? The life insurance guy. They have a property casualty insurance guy. They have the t-shirt branding person, you know, that does cups and, you know, business stuff. They have the realtor, right? They have, who else is on there? Like the home improvement person. They have like, you know, so they have all these different vertical markets of people, and the whole purpose is to trade leads. Hey, I got this guy who's thinking about getting a new water heater. Hey, Mr. Plumber, why don't you go take care of him, right? And so you're supposed to supply leads to people from your network of clients to give out these leads to other people in the expectation that you are going to receive leads. Here's kind of the funny thing about that. When you think about it, if you're being solicited to join a group, you got to wonder what happened to that other insurance guy who was on that group before, right? If it was so good, why did that guy quit and now they need me? So early in the business, I decided, you know, because I was getting, this is back 15 years ago, I was getting several people asking, hey, should I join this group? I go, you know what, let me join it first, because I had one of my people in my praise and worship band, the flute player, she's a realtor. She goes, hey, Alex, our BNI group needs an insurance guy. Now, I've never asked the question, why do you need an insurance guy? I just said, let me test it out. And I had been out of the field, okay, because I've been, you know, my group was doing a lot of volume, probably even more than we're doing now. And so I decided to join. Let me join. And it costs like, I don't know, $600 for the year or some crazy number. I forgot what it was back then 15 years ago. And so I joined. And I was consistently passing out leads to all these guys, man. I only got, in my 6 months, I quit after 6 months, one referral. One. I only got one referral. So all those guys were sucking leads from the insurance guy, right? I am so against those networking groups. Do not join them. Do never even think about joining them, because you will get squat from them, because you're the insurance person they want to suck all the leads from. And I thought I was doing, you know, a good job supplying everybody with business, but nothing came my way. I am against those. Never, never, ever join those network clubs, because they're going to screw you as the insurance person. Steroids, yeah, that's true. Anyway, Yeah, I'd rather ruin my cartilage than deal with the allergy attacks that render me useless. I mean, you know, you kind of pick your poison, but seriously, man, give me a knee replacement before me dealing with the allergy attacks. Anyway, seriously, that sounds like a rant, but it's true. Do not do those networking groups. So that's my PSA, public service announcement for all you agents out there in the land. Okay. All right. So let's talk about you know, building and recruiting and, you know, building your business and really kind of understanding what our business, how our business is structured properly, right, for building the business and all the things that we have. I think I talked about last time, all the things we have available to us that are advantages in building our business, but I think you got to take advantage of the advantage. The advantage of building a business in the Alliance is that we have a really great building process, all right, the compensation program, right? And you wonder why Primerica is one of the top recruiting companies in the world, you know, well, in the nation, why they are recruiting 10,000 agents a day in their deal. And you're thinking, or a month, you're thinking, well, they don't have the commission rates we have. They bring their people on at about 20-30% commission, okay? And you're thinking, well, why would someone join them when they can get, you know, compensation way higher than that, double, triple with us, and may quadruple with another company, right? Well, they do it because they believe in a future of building a business, not just selling insurance. And you can call it a network marketing mentality. Thanks, Annette. You can call it network marketing mentality. You can call it whatever you want to, you know, but they look at it as a business opportunity, not just a sales opportunity, okay? So we have a tremendous business opportunity. And when you look at it purely from a business opportunity standpoint, it really kicks butt because we're able to match commission rates like, or we got rid of the commission creep. So when someone moves up, your override on them goes down, right? You say like their commission rate goes up because they earned it, and then your override on them goes down. And then if you're, but when you're at the 85, someone hits 85, then your commission actually on them, your override goes up. It went from 5% when they're at 80 to you lose the 5% override, but you gained 8% glow bonus. So do you see how that works? And then if they go to 90, you still get 8%. 95, they go to 8, you still get your 8%. 120, you still get your 8%. And back in the old form of building our business, when you lost that override, you lost that override. The only way you can get that override back, now they would always be under you, quote unquote, in your hierarchy, but the only way you can move to get that override is you got to go to 90. So you had to do everything you could to get to 90, okay? Then when they hit 90, right, you lose the override. So you got to get to 95, right? And the only way you can do that is building width in your business and having some legs start rocking and rolling, okay? So when you had people losing overrides, it was a very negative situation and people would quit, okay? And that's the Alliance deal. The Alliance deal is you don't lose your override on somebody ever again if they meet your commission rate or pass you. So we got rid of that, okay? That's probably the biggest thing, one of the biggest things that we've done in order to move up. So as a result, the only way to pay for that, okay, to pay for those bonuses in building the business is our comp got adjusted so we could take the money from our comp, our general sales compensation, and move it into the bonus, okay? So, you know, if you're looking to sell the rest of your life forever and ever, we got a great program because you can move up to the 120 contract and, you know, like Megan would if you did a bunch of volume. Okay, so it's still viable as a sales opportunity, but in my humble but accurate opinion, our program is really ripe for building it. Okay, it's really ripe for building it. And that's why I think you should consider being the business owner mentality. Now, I know we hear a lot about 40 appointments a week, 40 appointments a week, 40 appointments a week. And I agree with that. I think that if you want to make a lot of money selling, you got to book 40 appointments a week to make a lot of money selling with us. All right. 40 appointments per week is really a part-time venture. If you want to go part-time, 10 to 20 appointments a week is probably more realistic, whatever the case may be. I don't believe you could do part-time on 40 appointments a week, right? And so, like that rising tide call later this afternoon at 2 p.m., selling agents on buying leads. So again, it's easy. If you want to make money and you don't want to hit up your family and friends and you don't want to join networking groups like BNI, then you got to get a hold of leads. We've got all kinds of leads, right? And by the way, before I forget, I need to, excuse me, I put a reminder. We should be expecting our leads hopefully today. Some of y'all that are waiting, those leads should be coming in today, so I'll distribute those. But so so you have to kind of decide which way do I want to go. Do I want to really beef up my lead expenditures, lead investment, so I can get a return on that investment by putting the work in? Or do I want to leverage my personal contacts as well as my current clients and implement a referral system from them, which is viable too? I mean, we've taught you the ARS referral system. So sitting on the fence is not going to make you money. You got to do one or the other. If you don't got money, right, and you got time, then ask Jeannie for bonus leads and start pounding all the old leads. Go through all your old leads that you've had forever. Go back and call them. Dave Henderson goes back and calls all his old leads, his TLP leads. He calls them back, and he's able to generate stuff from that. Okay, so I just hated throwing out leads, but you got to do something. So you either got time or you got money. Okay, but sitting and doing nothing is not going to get you anything. Likewise with recruiting, sitting and doing nothing, time is going, man. It's tick tock, tick tock. Time is marching, and before you know it, you're going to be in a situation where, man, what happened? What happened? Okay. But sitting on the fence ain't getting you anywhere, man. I mean, before you know it, you'll turn 6-0, and you're one more digit closer to 70. I think, man, how did I turn 60 all of a sudden? Where did all that time go? I've been doing this 21 years, right? It's like, where did all the time go? Man. And so I've got to look at where I am today. You have to look at where you are today and then how you want it to change. Because if you're just on the treadmill, man, you're on the treadmill. You're just like, you're plodding along, but are you getting anywhere? I guess that's really my point. Are you getting anywhere closer to where you want to go? And if you're just on the treadmill, man, you got to break out. You got to do something different. Got to do something different. And I'm glad I invested in doing the Facebook recruiting, because that has been kicking butt. And so now we're going to start experimenting on creating our own Facebook leads. That's what's going on right now. Mortgage protection and final expense, doing Facebook the way we're doing with recruiting. And I'm very encouraged because my results have been phenomenal. For just the little I've done, it's been phenomenal. So let me show you so far. So this is my Facebook ad campaigns. I've got 3 of them going on that are active. And look at my lead cost. Cost per result. So this is everyone contacting me from my Facebook ad. Okay, whether they're licensed or unlicensed. $7.81 for this campaign per lead. $7 from this campaign. $11.56 for that campaign. So that is not as good. But I tell you what, gang, That's way better than ZipRecruiter. Even the $11 one's better than ZipRecruiter. Now look at how many licensed people I'm getting. So out of 17 leads, 9 applications submitted. So that means there are 9 licensed people. And this is in the last 5 days, okay? There are 9 people out of 17. You know, what is that percentage? That's a very high percentage of licensed versus non-licensed. So out of 19 here, I've got 12 out of 19. That's pretty darn high. Then here, I've got 7 out of 11. So you're thinking 1156 per lead, but look how many licensed. 7 out of 11, that's over 70% licensed people off that ad. And my budget is $25 per day. So out of all these 47 leads in the last 5 days, a big chunk of them, over half probably, are licensed. I spent $392 out of 47 leads. So, you know, before we were doing ZipRecruiter and we would have 5 ads and 5 ads in 5 cities for you, you're probably paying $156. And I dare say you probably didn't come close to getting these kind of response, particularly in the last 2-3 months before it got off it. Let me say this is November, it's the last 5 days. So let's say you spent $156 on this. So the average per lead is $8.36. So let's divide 156 by $8.36. You would have 18 responders, probably 9 of whom were licensed. Let's say you hire 5. You know, the way we've been measuring, do you know what the cost per contracted agent is? It is extremely high. It's way higher than this. The cost per recruited licensed agent, super high. So this is kicking butt, right? So the magic is, how do I get you involved with this without you spending the infrastructure to create this? Because I have money invested in the infrastructure that creates all these, that creates the funnel. In our funnel system, look at this. An hour ago, this guy responded. An hour ago, 10 hours ago, 14 hours ago. Creates all these people, creates a funnel. Then they get on my calendar to do interviews. And the only people that get on my calendar are licensed agents. So look, I start at 1:30, 2, 2:30, 3, 3:30, 4, 4:35. Then I got Saturday. Oh my gosh. 10, 10:30, 11. Oh my gosh. Then I got 2 more Monday. They can only book out, I think, 5 days, 4 days ahead. Yeah, these are all the people. So this is what a funnel will do. This is, man, welcome to the internet. Welcome to social media marketing. This ain't going away. Now imagine this, if you will. This is how Facebook leads, this is how John Davis creates his Facebook leads, right? That we're paying $20 a piece, and you can do these within geographic areas, like 50 miles radius around a particular zip code to find candidates. Of course, this is all over the country is what I'm doing here. But if you want to create Facebook leads, you do exactly the same thing. The funnel would be based on mortgage protection or funnel expense insurance. You would create the funnel, then you would get these kind of, you know, I don't know if it's going to be comparable, but you're going to get something like this. And I suspect, okay, I'm guessing, if John Davis is selling a $20 lead on Facebook for funnel expense, I bet you it costs him $8, $9. All right, he's marking it up 100%. Seriously. And those are going to be more expensive to do because you're putting a more of a restriction on where you're getting leads around 50 miles around that particular agent who's ordering from you. Now, the statewide leads are 15. So I bet you it's probably $5, $6 that he's doing the statewide. So do you know how much money he's making? So that's why we're looking and experimenting on how we can do this for you on Facebook leads without you paying the markup of a bang bang lead company. But social media marketing and recruiting, all we're doing on it, gang, This is where it's at. This is the future of the business. And also running business. It's like, I love direct mail leads, but that just cost keeps going up. You think that the USPS, you can start charging more. Right now they're in trouble. Right now they're in trouble. They need more money to increase their operations. The government doesn't want to give it to them, so they've kind of gone the other way. Okay, screw it. We're going to just give you bad service. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And they're acting, did you know that the USPA acts like a private company? All right, it's like it's a government subsidized company. And they're not being competitive. Like I know for myself, I try not to send anything through the mail anymore. If I can use FedEx, I'll use FedEx. I'll pay more to know that it's going to get there in time. How many people have done what I've done? So you think direct mail is going to, costs are going to go down, or they're going to go up, right? So we got to get better at social media leads, okay? And but this is it. This is what we are doing now, and it's working. So how many of y'all are down with this program? If I could figure out a way to get you on this where you're paying, man, I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe just pay on a per lead basis. Maybe you pay $8 a lead. That number varies, by the way. It could go up to 10. It could, but maybe you just pay $8 a lead and I supply them to you, or you create the funnel system, which I think is, I forgot how much that costs per month. It's like, with all the other add-ons, because buying that funnel system is buying the service, and then you got to add on the texting. You have to add on the texting, automatic testing, which is another company, automatic email, because what happens is when they get in the funnel, they get on the calendar, and then texts are sent to them to remind them, okay? There's other texts that go to them over time that remind them about getting in touch with us. In fact, let me share with you, because this is really cool. I'm probably sharing way more than I should, but screw it, I don't care. And let me show you what this thing does. Okay, there's an automated follow-up. So the people that don't book on my calendar typically are the non-licensed people. I have messages that go out to them. Look how many messages. One 10 minutes after they respond, one 15 minutes after on email. One is a text, one is an email. Then I email them a day after. Okay, and look at what this one says. Hey Joe, you see how it's automated? Hey, first name. I just want to follow up with you regarding the insurance sales role. Is this something you are interested in? Please let me know. Happy to help. Thank you. My name and my number, right? Look how long this goes. 1 day after, 2 days after, 3 days after. These are texts now, 4 days, 5 days, just checking in with them. Then it goes 10 days, 13, 17, a month, 2, 3 months, 4 months. I stay in touch with them, automated emails towards the end. So everyone that responds to me, they're going to get hit up. They're going to get, I guess they could unsubscribe if they want, okay? That's just automated follow-up. Let's say I get a no-show. So my no-shows are then rescheduled. So I got one that responds to them immediately and one an hour after, and maybe I should add more. And then here are my appointment reminders. So I get 30 minutes before the appointment, they get a text. A day before at 5 p.m., they get a text. And then they get email the day before at 4:30 p.m. Hey, here's a reminder about, here's what it says. Hey, Joe, this is a reminder confirming your phone interview with me tomorrow at blah, blah, blah time. Cheers, Alex, Abuyuan Financial. This thing totally rocks. Now, look, I already got text messages. So people are asking text messages to me. So I sent them these emails. This guy's responding, great, appointment with prospects will be conducted virtually, correct? So I'm going to say absolutely with Corona, yes, the pandemic has been good for business. I think we got Brian started already. We got you started, right? Send. So do you see how this thing works? And then, again, I showed you my calendar, right? It's working. It is working. Like I said, so there's, you gotta, so there they know how to automate getting the service for the texting, and then there's that email. I think it's Twilio for both those. No, Twilio for the texting, and then SendGrid for the emailing. I think those are the only two services that you add onto it. I think the whole package might be $300 a month for the funnel. 300, yeah, maybe $300 a month. I think to get more emails, because I think the free only gives you like 50 a day, to get 100 a day. If you're like jamming on the recruiting, I think that's another $4 a month. So maybe around $300 a month to create the funnel, and then I could hook you up with my ads that are already running, and I've already got like it going. So, I mean, you could do that if you want. I can show you how to do that, and you can just, be totally independent of me. I don't care, and, that's going to be a little bit more per month. Okay, so what you're not getting if you do it yourself, and like I said, I don't care if you do it yourself, is how much money I'm willing to spend per day. Like if you join me, I can move it up to $30 a day. $40 a day, $50 a day, which means I'm going to get more responses, and your ad campaign I can make specifically to you, so that, and then all I need is to get your link from the contact funnel and put it in there, so that when they contact on your ad campaign, boom, they go to you. Anyway, I haven't figured that part out yet, but I think there's a way to do it. So I don't know. Like, do you guys want to start recruiting or not? Just let me know. Like I said, we cut off ZipRecruiter because ZipRecruiter responders sucked. Okay, but this is working like a champ, So anyway, does anyone have any questions? In fact, you can unmute. Anyone got any questions on this? Like, do you understand why I'm excited? Yeah, so we could do this on recruiting, and then, man, I'll tell you what, we do this for the lead program, I'll be fired up. Yeah, Bruce.
Hey, sorry, I was on a work call. I just got in late here, but what I saw looks good to me.
Well, it's working for Andy Riddle.
Yeah.
You know what Andy's doing.
Yeah.
He's probably for what he's doing, I think he's spending like $500 a week, and for just what he's doing, and I think he's going to double that to $1,000 a week, or actually some crazy number, $5,000 a month. You're like right now, I think it's $2,500 a month, and he's going to go up to $5,000 a month, and you already see what he's doing with it. So, anyway. Like I said, it's working. I'm glad it's working. Our lead program's working. We're getting that more refined. So anyway, just let me know. I mean, just let me know, man. All right. So anyone got any other questions on the building side of the business? All right. Well, there you go. That's all I got for you today. And hopefully I'll be able to distribute leads today. And then, just order more, man. You got to order more if you're going to write any business, or go back to your old clients and see what you can do for them. Some of y'all been with us long enough. You should have, clients, a whole client list of people that you probably haven't touched base with in a while. And the hospital indemnity, did you see that they created new underwriting guidelines for the health products? I think that's very cool. But that is probably one of the easiest sales you could ever make, is hospital indemnity. Particularly anybody that's on Medicare that's 65 and older, man, they all need to have a hospital indemnity program. I bet you most of them don't. And these are so cheap. Like what, $300 a day, stay for, 5 days might be, $15 a month. It's not very expensive. And it fills the gap of what most of their Medicare programs have as far as hospital stays. It just fills in the gap. And, so they don't have to have out of pocket. They know they're going to get paid by being in the hospital. So it's powerful. So get smart on that, man. Go learn your hospital indemnity products. And you don't got to get contracted with 50 different companies for hospital indemnity. I think there's Scott, only 3 companies that mainly do hospital indemnity that we GTL, SureBridge, and oh my gosh, how can I forget the third one? Medico, yeah. Yeah, there's only 3, and they're all very comparable, and that's a gift that keeps on giving, because they're going to be paying on that until they die. So anyway, I think that's it. So rock on, everybody. Appreciate you being on the call. I hope I got you thinking, and let me know if you got any questions on the Facebook recruiting program, and I'll keep you updated on the lead program, the different lead programs that we got going on that we're testing. And man, rock on, everybody. God bless. We'll see you later.